coffee. See what...
Hello, hello. Testing, 1, 2. Early morning back in Denver, but good morning here from Rockville, Maryland. Game 4 of the tournament. TC in their home whites against NAHA in their road reds. So sharp jerseys, old Blackhawks colors there, Steve. Steve Flanagan on video. Hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day and happy Sunday fun day. Well, the situation is playing out right now as we know it. TC needs a victory to keep their semifinal hopes alive. We got a little help from the game right before us as the Washington Pride beat the Dallas Stars. So that helps. We need, I believe, one more loss by Ontario Hockey. Can't control that, but what we can control is here, right now. And once again, if we win, we got a chance to advance to the semifinals. Semifinals will be this evening. Otherwise, consolation is split up in between this evening and tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning. So hopefully you play in semifinals tonight. So girls are ready to go. Carson Lean getting the start in net. NAHA stands for North American Hockey Academy against Team Colorado. Here we go. Girls coming out of their team huddle. Meredith Egan's, Gigi Ba, Emma Kelly, B. Wiedmeyer, and Landon Sandquist get the start. Won by TC. Back over to Egan. Egan gains the red line. Dumps it in far corner. NAHA first one to it. They bank it ahead, come out cleanly. Sandquist chips at it. Now early 2-on-1. They tried to center. Good stick there by Egan to deny that centering opportunity. Meredith gets it right on back. Pokes it ahead up to B. B banks it over to Sandquist. She chips it in. TC going for an early change. Puck goes into the corner. Emma Kelly chips it up near side. Try to go center. Now NAHA brings it across the red line. Chip it in. Eva Bachman retreats, comes back, gets it on her out forehand. Gets chipped back behind. Brennick there, sauces it up over to Macy Bell, and out the zone it goes. Back over to NAHA. NAHA throws it far side. Picked up by Piper. Gets it over to Charlie. Charlie loses an edge. Comes up near side. Tried to center. Good stick to deny that opportunity. Goes up to their point. Shot in. Saved by Kars. Back over to Bachman. Bachman throws it up the wall. Back down low. Now NAHA. Center. Shot. Deflected, goes up over the net. Now into the near corner. NAHA picks it up. Back up to their point. Throws it back down low. Piper Brennick chops at it, gets it over to Macy Bell, and she chips it up and out of the zone. Belina now giving chase, leading the forecheck. TC trying to complete their change. NAHA quickly comes back in. Good stick by Kinsey. Forces them to dump it in. Back over for Egan. Egan banks it ahead. Off a skate. Big collision there. No call. Back over for Robinson. Centers to Deckers. Deckers on a 3-on-2. Deckers trying to get it. Gets it back down low for Flanagan. Flanagan now picks it up on her backhand. Chips it over to Robinson. Robinson feeds the point. Sandquist steps in. Shot deflected. Goes in near corner. Deckers first one to it. Goes back over to Sylvie. Fry. Back down low to Deckers. Deckers centers. Good opportunity there. Good try. Gets deflected in the corner by NAHA. They pick it up behind their goalie and go in the far corner. Rim it up. Good stick lift there. Sandquist shoots at it 1-2, and then it hops in on their goalie. Makes a save. Allows TC to now complete a change. Out comes NAHA. Gains the red line. Backhands it in, and they go and change. Carson leaves it for Bachman. Bachman fans on it. Both players fall down. Back over for Gigi. Gigi patiently waiting, gets it up quickly over to Cavera. Cavera, as the door comes open dangerously right as she skates by, gets it into the zone. NAHA regroups. Finds their wing. Can't connect. Eva Bachman gets it over to Moncton, and she gets it into the zone. Cavera giving chase. Rimmed around far side. Up to the point. Dumped in near side by Sandquist. NAHA trying to carry. They chip it up on out. Bachman back over for Sandquist. Two even teams going at it right now. Good pace early on. Banked ahead. Bachman back over to Moncton and getting deep. Wiedmeyer now goalie comes out. Throws it up near side. Wing wheels around, comes up, brings it out, go middle. Emma Kelly there. Chipped it ahead, over to Sandquist. Sandquist gets it up and out. Now Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer now patiently waiting on a 2-on-3 with Emma Kelly. Gets it poke-checked at the blue line and comes back up and out. Charlie ties up her defender, or forward. They get it back over to Egan. Egan now. Up to Kelly. Middle. Nice pass for Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer chips it up over to Brennick. Brennick, Wiedmeyer on a 2-on-2. Brennick on the right-hand side. Puts it in, banks it behind the goalie. 12 minutes left in the first. Good pace, like I said early on. Chipped ahead. Egan, first one to it. Getting pressured, stays strong, comes up on her backhand, throws it to the middle for Wiedmeyer, catches it midair, gets it down, dumps it in. Emma Kelly forechecking. NAHA regroups behind their net, chips it up to their wall. Belina takes it over. Belina throws it in far corner. Belina, good stick there. Breaks up that pass, goes back over to Macy Bell. Macy now streaking up the right-hand side. In behind. Macy looking, middle for Robinson. Just went wide as she got hit. NAHA picks it up. It's chipped around, stepped in by Sandquist. Thrown in far side. Belina still up front. Out there, Belina is at forward. As we mentioned, Campbell, I didn't mention earlier, but Campbell Tippett is not active in today's game. She's on the bench. Gets chipped back. Sandquist quickly over to Fry. Fry rolls off her stick, tracks it down, holds on to it, throws it far side, gets all the way through and into their zone. Now NAHA regroups behind in the far corner. Robinson giving chase. Out comes NAHA. Spin around, bring it up through neutral. Carried across the blue line. Tried to go middle, drop. Good drop. A shot. Get it deflected off a stick. Goes well over the net. Hops up over there, sticking out. Now Gigi pushing away. Gigi trying to get leverage. Pokes it ahead. NAHA gets back with it. Good pinch there by Flanagan over to the Ba. Ba now carrying in the corner. NAHA takes it all out. Tries to come out with it. They bring it up the near side. On a 2-on-2. Brings it up wide. Centered. Shot. Saved by Carson. Save again. So our first whistle of the morning here at 9:58 of the first. 0-0. And it gets quiet all of a sudden. 7 minutes with not, or 6 minutes. We got 16. Yep, 6 minutes without a whistle. Face off to the right of Carson. Gigi Ba stepping in. Won by NAHA. Back up to their point. Walk, tried to go center. Good stick by Deckers to get that up and out of the zone. NAHA quickly regroups at center. Got a couple good skaters. Goes in. Egan loses an edge. Goes back behind Carson. Fry. Centered. Chip goes wide. Deckers comes up in the corner. Goes middle. Gets it up and out. In a couple skates. Chipped ahead over by NAHA. They quickly go back in. NAHA trying to go around one, round two. Egan kicks it to the wall. NAHA finds their fireside point. Now in the middle. Good step there by, what was that, Flanagan to deny that centering opportunity. They dump it in. Carson settles it down. Egan now on her forehand, has time. Chips it ahead. Touched up by Moncton. Goes down. NAHA quickly regroups. Turns around. Back near side. Banks it. Goes middle. They skate it up the ice. Defenseman bringing it in around the right-hand side. Tried to center it. Bachman blocked that. Goes back up to the point. Shot through the point. Stopped by Sandquist. She chips it out to center. Now it's a race. Picked up there by NAHA. A couple of their defensemen are very, very good players. Back over to Sandquist. Dumped in by Caveira, and TC now given a change. Up to the point. Bachman working. Uses the glass, chips it high, glove down. Now battle just inside the blue line is Wiedmeyer there with Bachman. Wiedmeyer trying to dig it out. Goes back over to NAHA. They throw it up far side wing. Good pressure and denied that opportunity was McKelly. Now back comes NAHA on a 2-on-3. That's going to be offsides. Just can't stick in on the blue line. So we get an offsides there at 7:58 of the first. 0-0. Wiedmeyer, Kelly, Robinson, Landa, and Egan. Landa gets it right over to Mayer. Mayer thought about going up the wall, turns around, goes middle for Kelly. Kelly chips it to the middle, goes back to Robinson. Robinson backhands it in. Wiedmeyer now giving chase. Banked ahead, back up to Charlie. Charlie backhands it down low. Kelly now steps out. Kelly in the middle. Around the defender. In her backhand, centered. Paddled, save. Face off to the right of their goalie. Same five stay out. Puck is down. Goes in the corner. NAHA controls. Behind their goalie. Quickly up to the wing. Clean break out there. The center chips it up. Charlie, good angle. Pinches that off over to Egan. Egan quickly up to Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer. Middle for Robinson. Chips it to herself and goes actually back over to Kelly. Kelly now. Rolls off her stick. Goes out in the middle. NAHA gains the line. Backhands it to the middle, all the way through. Carson directs it to the corner. Centered. Back over to Emma Kelly. Kelly fans on it, chips it back in. Now Meredith Egan picks up a rolling puck. She fans on it, goes back into the corner. Robinson there to support. Charlie gets to it. Charlie gets bodied off. The puck goes down in the corner. Out comes NAHA. Good angle there by Mayer. Backhands it up to Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer now looking to gain the red line and go for a change. Wiedmeyer can't get it deep. NAHA quickly on a change. Back over the left side. Good stick there by Sylvie. Middle. Back over for Wiedmeyer. Up to Macy Bell. Macy chips it in. Goalie comes out, plays it, and rims it around. Fry takes a hit, goes back over to Gigi. Gigi tried to get it back over to Sylvie, and NAHA read that and come out with it. NAHA chips it ahead. Gigi takes it over, runs into Bachman, but able to get it up and out of the zone. Now Macy. A little interference there. No call. Left's letting them play. NAHA throws it up near side. Tried to backhand it in. Goes back over to Fry. Fry chips it up to Belina. Belina, middle. Belina has open ice. Throws it far side for Bachman. Bachman chips it ahead. Good give and go there by Belina. Belina now. Forward. Forechecking. NAHA quickly comes out with it. Chips it to Bachman. Bachman, nice pass in the middle for Belina. Belina brings it across. Not sure how she's offsides there, but they'll give us a whistle at 5:21 of the first. Game is moving along. Still 0-0. Yeah. Here, you want my extra ones? My hands are kind of sweaty. Brennick, Deckers, Flanagan, Egan, and Sandquist. Dumped in by NAHA. First one to it, Mayer bodies with Sandquist. Sandquist chases him into the corner. Flanagan working there with Brennick. Chip back down low below the goal line. Mayer. Puck is loose, comes across, centered off a skate, goes all the way through the far corner. NAHA back up to the point. Come up near side. Tip, pad save by Cars, cleared. Thrown in down low in the corner. It's dangerously thrown to the front. One time, shot, pad save again. Near side, back up to their point. Shot through traffic, goes well wide in the far corner. NAHA in possession here. Chipped ahead, puck goes straight up into Flanagan. Tried to clear, went back up to their D. They're looking to step towards the middle. Shot, glove, save and whistle. So 4:20 left in the first. Much needed whistle there. 0-0. Cavera, Landa, Robinson, Moncton, and Bachman. Controlled by quick shot in on Cars. Uncovered. Face off to the left of Carson again. One this time to the wall. Chipped up by Bachman. Over to Cavera. Out of the zone it goes. NAHA regroups. Chips it up to their wing. Puck goes in the middle. Got to be careful there. Up top. Over to NAHA. They bring in near side. Bounces off Robinson. Goes right back to NAHA. They find their point. Throw it back down low. Goes in all the way behind Carson. Bachman's there quickly to Landa. Can't quite control it. NAHA looks to come out. Bounces back over to Charlie. She uses the glass to get it up and out of the zone. Backhanded in. NAHA dumped it in for us. Back up over for Cavera. Giving chase with Robinson. NAHA regroups. Far corner. Up to their wing. Back over to Bachman. Bachman quickly to Landa. Landa chips up with the Robinson. Touches. They go for a change. Careful here. All five change. Now here comes NAHA. NAHA across the blue line. Stop. Goes middle. Shot. Glove save. That is a scary change. All five is dangerous. We can't be doing that because this team can transition pretty well. So face off to the right of Lean. Ba steps in. One by NAHA. Quickly back. Far side. Shot. Save there by Cars. Point blank shot. Save. Back over to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer gains the red line. Throws it in. Forecheck now over for Ba. Ba picks it up, throws it to the net. Deflected, just goes wide. Wiedemeyer picks it up, centers on the side of the net, goes back over to Gigi. Feeds it back over to Mayer. Mayer quickly over to Sylvie. Sylvie shot, wide, rebound, middle, short side save. Back over to Gigi. Bounces in, controlled by NAHA, but now picked up by Kelly. Back over to Sylvie. Sylvie dumps it in behind. Smart play there, gives it to Gigi. Gigi now. Trying to find middle. Shot off a shin, deflects over for Wiedemeyer. Goes into the corner, NAHA comes out with it. They chip it up the wall, straight ahead. Egan racing over for it. Egan directs it into the corner. Gets pinched off the puck, NAHA picks it up. Trying to center, comes out front, saved by Cars. Puck is loose, short side, shot. Goes wide, enough deflected off somewhere. Someone, cleared by Gigi. Careful, girls. Now they're all five change. We have to be careful. on the all-5 change. Here comes NAHA. NAHA brings it across the blue line. Centers. Good stick. Bachman just got a piece of it to deny that opportunity. Throws it up and out. Back in. Over for Sandquist. Sandquist gets it to Piper. Piper up the wall. Working on right on the half wall. Back over to Macy. Macy banks it off the wall to herself and skates out with it. A 2-on-2 with Belina. Macy gets it in deep. Bell follows her dump in. Working in the corner. Goes right to Piper. Piper back to Macy. Macy has a little bit of time and space in the corner. Cycles down low behind for Piper. Piper up to the point. Sandquist steps. Slap shot. Shot save into the corner. Back over to Belina. Belina tried to get it back over to Piper, and NAHA gets it, chips it up, and in the middle, and out they come. They chip it ahead. Deckers turns around, grabs it, backhands it behind Carson over for Sandquist. Sandquist leaves it there for Bachman. Bachman poke check. NAHA tried to come out middle, good stick, back up to the point. Shot! Wide, rimmed around, up and out of the zone. Deckers giving chase. Throws up far side. Picked off there by Robinson. Kicks it ahead to the middle. NAHA first one to it, and they regroup. They go D to D, about 30 seconds left in the first. Chips up the front. Taken away there by Robinson. Robinson spins. Gets her stick lifted, loses an edge, and goes back over to NAHA. They throw it up to the middle. Goes over for Charlie. Charlie banks it up. Working on Deckers. Out of the zone it goes. NAHA throws it to the middle. All around the red line. Hits the ref. Comes in. Deflected. Chips into the near corner. There's Deckers. Deckers cycles it back down low. Good play there to Sandquist. Sandquist shoots it all the way down, and that's going to be the horn for the end of the first. So since we started no resurface before the game, after one, we're going to have a resurface. So after one, it's TC 0, NAHA 0. Shots are 12-3 in favor of NAHA. So we'll have a resurface here and be back in 10 minutes. Time to grab a coffee and a whiskey. Or Bailey's. All right, see everybody in a little bit. right, welcome back. Start of the second period here. TC going right to left. Bah! Fresh sheet of ice here with Wiedenmeyer, Kelly. Won by TC. Meredith gets it up to B. B backhands it, chips it down low. NAHA retreats, gets it. Back over to Gigi. Gigi pokes at it, forces NAHA to regroup. Comes up the near side, taken away by Wiedenmeyer. Centers. Just out of Gigi's reach, goes back over to NAHA. NAHA brings it in the corner, picks it off. Wiedenmeyer pokes at it. Gigi swats at it, takes it away. Gigi now able to step from the hash. Shot over the net. Comes up near side. Stepped in. Around goes NAHA. Kelly gets it back. Puck comes offsides. So we'll have a whistle. 15-14 left in the second. 0-0. Fresh 5 come out for TC. NAHA wins a draw, throws it far side. Goes off his shin, back out to neutral. Macy giving chase. Takes it away. Bell brings it in. Backhands it down low, fights through a check. Brings it in behind in the end boards, chips it up. Piper reaches for it, flips it back to Bachman. Bachman keeps it in. Piper, nice pass up to Belina. Shot just over the net. Rebound, short side for Bell. Working in the corner with Brennick. Gets thrown back, rimmed around far side. Belina takes it away. Centers, nice pass over for Piper. Gets a poke checked away, back up to Charlie. Charlie, shot off his shin, goes all the way down to our near corner. Deckers, first one to it. Throws it over to Charlie, up the wall. NAHA takes it away. Belina steps in, working on the half wall, chips it back over to Piper. Piper tried to go middle, chips it up, just got out. Puck is rolling. Eva races for it, loses an edge, goes back to the point. Couple bodies go down. Now NAHA pushing on the right-hand side. NAHA around. Centers. Goes all the way through. Back over to Robinson. Robinson chips it up out of the zone. Thrown back in by NAHA. Comes out, played left by Carson over for Charlie. Charlie at the end of a long shift here needs a change. Backs, chips it up over to Flanagan. Flanagan middle. Couldn't quite connect. Goes back over to NAHA and they quickly get it back in. Bachman chasing it down, near corner. Working with Landa. Chipped it up over to Flanagan. Goes up to their point. Thrown back down low. Good body there by Bachman. Backhands it up over to Landa. Landa now working with Robinson. Chips it up the wall. Deckers. Chips it not quite out. Paddle saved there by Kars. Goes in behind for Landa. Landa. Try to throw it up, back up to their point. It's a long shift. We just need an ice here. Or a dump in. Bachman able to get it in. Now TC can change. Much needed change here. 13 minutes left in the second. Flanagan forechecking. NAHA carries near side. Up to their wing. Out to center. Off of Egan's glove. Carson gets it back over to Sylvie. Sylvie has time in the corner. Sylvie looking. Backhands it back over to Egan. Egan throws it up over to Moncton. Moncton. Middle for NAHA. NAHA brings it in behind. Good angle there by Egan. Banks it over for Ba. Banks it up. Carries out. Now Gigi looking to push. Gets slashed a little bit. Puck goes in across. Up over to Fry. Gigi goes down hard. And is slow to get up in front of the bench. Gigi gets up on her feet. A little slow, grabbing her elbow, looks like. So whistle here at neutral. Sorry, now the refs go in the zone. So we'll have a face-off to the right of Lean. Sandquist, Bachman, Moncton, Cavera, and Ba. So it's good to see Gigi staying out there. Puck is down at the dot, pushed ahead by Moncton. Flipped up, goes into the corner. Sandquist comes in, gets it up and out of the zone. NAHA could have touched it. and it goes down for icing. Do you see that defenseman had the little alligator arms like, oh, I'm not going to touch that. Yep. So face off to the to the left of Lean. Again, same D stay out. Out comes Brennick with Wiedmeyer and Kelly. One to the corner. Back over for Sandquist. Flips it up. Hand pass as they touch it and will go up and out of the zone. .11:58 in the second. 0-0. Piper wins it back. Over for Sandquist. She chips it up. Directed out was Kelly, and NAHA just dumps it right back in. Bachman retreats on her back end, stops up to the wing, couldn't quite control it, goes back up to their point, and they throw it back in off the dasher, back down low for TC. Tried to get it back up to Emma Kelly. Centered, shot, good stick there by Bachman. Back over now, 2-on-2 for TC. Wiedmeyer going with Kelly. Kelly dumps it in. Throws it behind. Goalie plays it, throws it back up to their wing. Calmly go back behind their net. Break out in the center, couldn't quite control it. Sandquist tried to shoot it in and got deflected off a shin and back out to center. Emma banks it ahead. Back over to NAHA. Thrown up in Egan's skates. NAHA brings it in the zone. Left-hand side. Shot off of Carson's glove and directed over to Brennick. Brennick now. Centers. Just got picked off by NAHA. Now goes, good angle there. Brennick gets it right back. Sandquist able to flip it up and out of the zone. Kelly giving chase. NAHA banks it, goes back over to Egan. Egan looks far side, can't quite connect, banks it ahead. No ice, goes in on net. TC completes a change, comes up near side NAHA. NAHA, good angle by Egan. Egan tries to step, gets it over to Robinson. Robinson, short side, shot, oh, pad save. Into the corner it comes. NAHA banks it up. Egan keeps it in, throws it back down low. Goalie settles it down behind, plays it quickly to the far wing. Robinson keeps it in. Backhand by Belina, hidden deep. Good zone time here for TC. NAHA rims it all the way around, carries it out. Robinson comes in, takes it right away. Goes back over to Bachman. Bachman throws to open ice, middle, banks it ahead. Macy can race for it. Macy, Bell, first one to it. Turns left, looking far side. Finds Gigi. Gigi now dancing to the middle. Down low. Oh, good give and go. Good idea there. Just couldn't quite connect with Bell. Chips up to the wall. Along the half wall. Bach able to walk. Throws it far side for Sylvie. Shot. Directed behind. Macy Bell picks it up. Throws it back up to the point. Sylvie quickly to Eva. Bachman dances now middle. Bachman. Shot. Blocked there. Got good. Oh, and we're losing edges, but that was a good shot. Just got blocked and cleared all the way down for icing. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off to the right of their goalie. Deckers, Baugh, Flanagan, Egan, and Fry. NAHA wins it. Throws it back behind, far side. Banked up. Now 2-on-2 for NAHA. Good angle by Gigi, takes it away. Kicks it up, dumped in off the referee. But it goes over to Deckers. Deckers throws it up to Flanagan. Bounces around, Egan, strong stick there, backhands it up and dumps it into the zone. Baugh giving chase. Throws it up near side. Back over to Flanagan. Flanagan now working here, trying to keep it in. Gets swatted at, cleared by NAHA. They throw it up far side, gain the zone. Stop, center, couldn't quite connect. Egan steps in, banks it up and out as Flanagan gets bodied, goes all the way down. Gigi now forward checking. Gigi pins it into the corner, loses her stick. Gloves go up a little bit. The ref's letting them play, comes back up over to Sandquist. Sandquist dumps it in, TC tags up, goes for a change. Moncton now. NAHA throws it up near side. Pushes ahead. Charlie Landa closing in. Charlie directs it to the corner. working with Cavera. NAHA throws it back. Now over to Addy. Addy gets it up. Deflected, I'm not sure. Oh, we got a delayed call. Yep. Delayed call coming on NAHA. So power play opportunity here for TC at 7:52 of the second. For interference. So both referees saw that one. So first power play opportunity here for Team Colorado. Wiedmeyer, Brennick, Wong, Flanagan, and Ba. Puck goes in the corner. Brennick pressures, gets the puck back over to B. B able to set up. B down low for Piper. Piper back up top for B. B shot through traffic, deflected, just went wide. Barely missed the net. Back over to Brennick. Brennick now skating in behind. Feeds the point. Back up to Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer backhands it over for Ba. Ba down low for Belina. Belina tried to throw it, lost his stick, and out comes NAHA on a 2-on-2. NAHA pushing. Finding open ice, gaining around, goes around one, shot, blocked, change up, goes in behind Kars. Wiedmeyer gets it quickly up to Belina. Belina middle, back over for B. B pokes it ahead over to Gigi. Gigi now across the blue line, left it there. NAHA tried to get it out, kept in by Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer steps, shot, save. 1:05 left in the power play here, 6:57 left in the second. Bell, Sandquist, Robinson, Deckers, and Egan. Going in the corner, banked up, back over to Sandquist. Quickly over to Egan. Egan looking to shoot. Shot blocked by their defense and cleared by NAHA. Mayer gets it back, banks it back for Deckers, chips it up over to Sandquist. Sandquist, miscommunication there, looking middle. NAHA turns it around and shoots it all the way down. Goes in on Kars. So Kars covers as they were right there to force a whistle. So 39 seconds left in the power play for TC. Face off to the right of Lean. Robinson wins it. Egan picks it up, sets up behind Carson. Throws it up near side. Nobody there. NAHA just dumps it back in. Sandquist. Dangerously blows right in the middle. Turnover, shot, goal. Tough turnover there. Puts NAHA up 1-0 here at 6:14 left in the second. Still 22 seconds left on the power play. Brennick, Cavera, Mockton, Fry, and Bachman. Fry. Skates across. Leaves it there for Mockton. Gets it poke checked away. Tried to get it right back. Penalty coming now on NAHA. For a hooking. So 5-on-3 here for only 8 seconds. But power play opportunity again for TC. A little chirping going on. Don't mind that. 5:59 left in the second. Win the draw here. Get a couple good shots before the first power or penalty expires. Brennick, Wiedmeyer, Flanagan, Ba, and Huang. Won by TC. Quickly back up to the point. Gigi steps, shot, glove save. 2 seconds left in the first power play. Got to watch behind us. They're trying to Open the door first. One there by TC. Back up to Belina. Back to 5-on-4. They're changing. It's giving us extra time. Up to Gigi. Gigi. Cross ice. Over to Piper. Centered. Off the side of the goalie and cleared. Lean. Plays it over to Belina. Belina. Middle for Flanagan. Flanagan backhands it just out of the reach of Piper. Goes in back for NAHA. They rim it around. Get it. It's kept in there by Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer now looking to set up. Wiedmeyer over to Belina. Belina at the dot. Shot. Save. .118 left in the power play. TC down 1-0. Looking to equalize it. Bell, Robinson, Deckers, Sandquist, and Egan. Puck is down at the one by NAHA. They pick it up. Good pressure there by Macy. Turn up the goal the other way. Hits the dasher and goes up and into the netting. So we'll have a whistle in the offensive zone. NAHA skates with it. Backhand again. Brings it into the corner. Throws it up the wall. NAHA throws it up. Down the ice it goes. Egan calmly picks it up in behind Lean. Mayer throws it up over to Bell. Bell chips it to Robinson. Backhands it across ice. Sandquist giving chase. Up and on the zone. It got deflected. Goes back over to Egan. Egan over to Robinson. Robinson back to Egan. TC looking to set up at neutral. Chip goes up off a couple sticks and into the rafters, so we'll have a whistle. 31 seconds left with the power play here. 4:29 left in the second. Ba, Cavera, Moncton, Sandquist, and Bachman. One by TC. Ba back over to Bachman. Dumps it in. Cavera races for it. Picks it up in the corner. Looks on her forehand. Back up top to the point. Mayer has plenty of room. Back into Sandquist. Sandquist. Shot blocked. Goes straight up. Back over to NAHA and cleared. Egan leaves it back for Cavera. Chipped up over to Ba. On a 2-on-1. Now Gigi going with Moncton. Gigi, shot, rebound, shot again, save. Back, goes back over to Ba. Back to full strength is NAHA. Gigi, back to Sandquist. Sandquist tried to chip it back over to Gigi. Both bodies go down. Out comes NAHA and they push. TC got to be careful not to get a penalty here. Goes in the middle, shot, goes wide, in behind, comes back, around. Pinned there by Sandquist into the corner. Back comes Gigi. Slows it back down low for Egan. Egan tried to chip it off the wall. NAHA stops it. Now they pick it up in behind. NAHA centers, covered by Lean. 3:13 left in the second. 1-0 NAHA. Bachman, Kelly, Brennick, Wiedmeyer, and Landa. One back by NAHA at the point. Shot, far wall, picked up by their wing. Turn around, right at the hash, feed their point. Back up to the point. Up top, D to D. Middle, bumper, shot off a skate. Back over to NAHA. Short side save by Lean. Face off to the right of Carson. Same five stay out. Back over to NAHA again. Shot. Blocker saved by Cars. Back in behind. Picked up there by NAHA. They find their point. Middle, chipped up, bouncing around, shot just goes wide. NAHA with good zone possession. Tried to go far side, good stick by Landa to break up that pass. NAHA still with possession, throws it back in behind. Back over for Charlie. Now Charlie has some time in the corner. Charlie carries it out, throws it to Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer spins around, gets bodied off the puck, goes back over to NAHA. NAHA comes up near side. They go middle, chipped ahead. Puck is at the blue line. Look, conclusion there. Goes back over to Kelly. Kelly chips it up in middle. Gets her stick lifted. Puck bounces around at neutral off a couple skates. Still now dumped in. Bachman able to pick it up. Bachman. Puck is rolling. Dangerous pass in the middle. Goes right to Piper. Piper banks it. Tried to get it for Wiedmeyer. Goes back over to NAHA. Kelly. Bell, sorry, right off the bench. Dumps it in. TC able to change. NAHA. Big stretch pass. Near side. Settles it down on the blue line. Looks to go middle. Goes right back over for Egan. Egan banks it ahead for Molina. Molina tried to get to it, reached for it, but went off her stick and into the bench. So 1:23 left in the second, still 1-0 NAHA. Robinson steps in, goes back. NAHA quickly go D to D. NAHA winning a lot of the faceoffs right now. Over to Bell. Bell able to dump out. Banks it back in. Turns around. Carson leaves it for Fry. Fry reverses it back over to Egan. Egan waiting, looking far side. Deflected off a NAHA player, so no icing, goes all the way down. Bell giving chase. NAHA throws it up near side. Banks it up and out of the zone. Back now, they come 2-on-2. NAHA up the right-hand side. NAHA shot. Goes well over the net. Chipped up and out of the zone and into the bench for another whistle. .9 seconds left in the second, still 1-0. NAHA. Deckers, Sandquist, Ba, Flanagan, and Bachman. One to the corner. GG follows it with Bachman. Goes back over now. NAHA picks it up behind. Tried to center. Backhanded up to their D. Chipped it back down low. Centered. Sandquist reaches for it. Got a little piece of it. Allows Carson to cover. .6 seconds. Face off to the right of Carson, left of Carson. Won by TC. Sandquist chips it up over to Deckers. Deckers turns around, just feeds the point. GG, good pressure there. Pins against the wall. They chip it back down low. Centered. Carson directs it behind. Off the glass and out of the zone it comes. NAHA regrouping. Throws it up near side. Now at the blue line. Step. There's a horn. So after two, it's NAHA 1, TC 0. Shots are 17-9 in favor of NAHA. So, explained it right before the game, and I know we got a lot more people on there now. So what needs to happen today, and we got a little help this morning as Dallas Stars lost to Washington Pride. So that helped out TC in their pool play. If they win, they keep their semifinal hopes alive. They still need a little bit of help from another team playing Ontario Hockey League. So, but bottom line, TC wins. possible semifinal. We'll see. So this is the period to bring it. Down 1-0, 16 minutes on the clock. TC going left to right on your screen. Out comes Egan, Bell, Brennick, Kelly, and Sandquist. Here we go. Directed over, across the red line. NAHA gets it, dumps it in. Goes all the way around for Egan. Egan chips it up over to Bell. NAHA gets it, throws it back down. Sandquist now. Knocked out of midair, controlled there by Sandy. Now she pushes up the left-hand side. Landon, bringing it in, flips it down low. Sandquist leading the forecheck. Goes in near side, back over for NAHA. They bank it along the wall, up the half wall. Pinch there by Belina. Belina tried to center. Goes off a stick, back up to Piper. Piper throws it back down low. Now Belina giving chase. Cycles in behind. NAHA chips it up. Kept in by Sandquist at the blue line. Piper now working. 1-on-4. NAHA comes out with it. Chips it to the middle. Gain the red line, get it in deep. Carson comes out, leaves it for Egan. Egan stops. Thought about coming up to Bell. Gets it now up the wall. Now Macy picks it up. She flips it. Goes back up to the point. Point kicks it ahead. Tried to go middle. Bouncing around. Controlled now by NAHA. They skate it in down low. Bring it in behind the goal. Tried to center. Middle. Shot wide. Goes in behind. NAHA deflected off a stick and gets it up and out of the zone. They regroup. Macy intercepts that, deflects it back over to Egan. For Sandquist. Sandquist shot it in front, tried to get a streaking Belina, but got picked off there by NAHA. They bring it in. Sandquist turns around, dumps it all the way down. Not sure this is going to get all the way down. Mockton's trying to get to it. Deckers is trying to get to it, and it just crosses the goal line for a whistle, an icing. End line. I wish it crossed the goal line. 14:01 left in the third. TC just down 1-0. Come on, girls. Flanagan, Deckers, Fry, Robinson, and Bachman. Puck is down. Kick back. Stepped in by Viv. Viv now pushing up the left-hand side. Chips it ahead. Around the defense. Flanagan brings it in. Shot. Pad save. Goes in behind. NAHA comes out with it. They look to skate. Tried to go center. Picked off there by TC, but somehow got through. Now 2-on-1 for NAHA. Centered. Oh, good. Stick there by Fry. Goes back. The shot. Goes wide. Back up to Deckers. Centered for Robinson. Robinson now skating with it. 1-on-3, so smartly gets it in and goes for a change. NAHA sets up behind their goal. Throws it up to their near wing. Good stick lift. Good effort there by Caveira to force them to regroup. Throwing around. Gigi looking to step in. Gigi leaves it for Bachman. Bachman backhands it. Controlled by NAHA. Tried to chip it out. Bachman keeps it in right at the blue line. Back over for Gigi. Gigi quickly chips it to Anna. Back over to Gigi. Goes back over to NAHA and they skate out with it. Bah. First one to it. Banks it. Gets it out. Mockton. Backhands it through neutral. Goes up in front of their bench. Banked ahead. NAHA at the red line. Goes back over to Ba. Ba tried to go middle. Gets it back over to Moncton. Moncton now skating out with it. Gains the red line. Gets it in deep as she's falling down. Racing over is Caveira. Caveira, first one to it. Caveira tried to wrap around. Shot save. Back over for NAHA. They throw it up near side. Regroup. Back to the far side. Defense looking. Banks it off a player and goes into their bench. So we'll have a whistle. Offensive zone. Face off at 12:11 of the third. Kelly, Wiedmeyer, Landa, Egan, and Brennick. Piper takes a draw. Wins it cleanly. Back up to Landa. Over to Egan. Dumps it in. Throws it around. Landa thought about pinching, stayed home. Comes back over. Pinned against the half wall. Back up to Charlie. Charlie. Back down for Piper. Piper middle. One time. Shot. Oh, I don't know how the goalie saw that, but a beautiful shot and made a pad save. Back over to B. B. Carries around one. Tried to chip it to the middle, and out comes NAHA. NAHA throws it in. Possible breakaway. NAHA coming in. Shot. Blocker save there by Lean. Tried to center. Another save and another save. Good end-to-end action here. And the score remains 1-0 NAHA at 11:37. 3 saves there by Lean. Keep it a 1-goal game. Out comes Robinson. Bachman. One back by TC. Sandquist steps in, backhands it over to Eva. Eva spins around, chips it up to Macy. Macy kind of fans on it, goes back up to their point. They shot. Carson saw it over a couple of helmets and gloved it down. Let's go, TC. Come on, girls. They're working hard. Game 4, they got to empty the tank here. Goes back, goes up to the point. Chip backing on low. Goes around over to Belina. Belina now throws it up over to Macy. Goes back behind her. Now Robinson able to step in. Kinsey stops. Tried to center it. Lost it when deflected into the corner. Chipped out by NAHA, but not quite all the way out as Belina throws it back in. They throw it up the far side. Bank it ahead. Picked off there by Belina. She throws it back in again. Good forecheck here by TC. Bell pins the defender in the end boards. Hands it off over to Belina. Belina now. Tried to go middle. Working in the corner. Kept in there by Gigi. Thrown back down low. Chipped out. Now NAHA comes out on a 2-on-2. Good stick lift there by Gigi to take it away. Ba now picks it up. Backhands it over to Sandquist. Sandquist chips it up over to Belina. Belina now gets it in on net. Goalie's going to cover, and we'll take an offensive zone face-off right there. So 10:24 left in the third. 1-0 NAHA. Deckers, Flanagan, Bachman, Egan, and Fry. One around cleanly. Back up to Sylvie. Sylvie shot off a skate. Directed over to Gigi. Tried to pull the trigger. Rolled off her stick and goes into the corner. Gigi now cycles it down low for Viv. Viv picks it up. Trying to work through a check. Keeps her feet moving. Now pins our defender and gets help. Decker's working there with Flanagan. Kicked ahead by Viv. Viv kicks it back over to Sylvie. Sylvie backhands it. Tried to feed back to Egan. Just comes up and out. So Egan throws it back over to Sylvie. Sylvie backhands it. Working there with Flanagan. Chips up to the middle. Back in the zone it goes for NAHA. They look to set up by the end line. Go middle. Miscommunicated there. Gigi pokes it ahead. Goes back over. Now comes NAHA. They dump it in. Fry turns around, goes to her forehand. In behind Carson. Gets it back up to Egan. Egan backhands it, not quite out. Kept in, thrown back in over to Mare. Mare reaches for it, working along the wall, right along the half wall. They go center, goes back over to Sylvie, backhands it, clears it away. Not quite out. Kept in by NAHA. They collide, goes back over for Sylvie. She gets a nice pass back over to Egan. Couldn't quite handle it, gets it up and out. Not quite out, sorry. Back over to Sylvie. Sylvie backhands it around for Viv. Viv, middle. TC having a tough time getting out. Now NAHA, middle, shot over the net. Back to Sylvie. Just need an ice here. And a whistle. Over to Egan. Egan throws it all the way down, and there we'll get the icing. Whew. Huh? Good idea. Yep, that was a great idea. So face off here to the left of Carson at 8:36 in the third. Moncton comes out with Landa. Caveira, Brennick, and Bachman. One by NAHA, back up to their point. Caveira pressures right away, goes back down low. They center at the dot. Shot off the crossbar and out. Back over, now over to Moncton. Moncton throws it in on net. Goalie paddles it and covers. Oh, and Caveira gets a big hit at the end and goes into the end boards. Pretty hard. He's going to the net hard. Addie trying to get up. Getting helped up. Looked like right off her tailbone, didn't it, Steve? On her leg. Okay. So Caveira getting helped off a little bit, favoring her right leg. Just gets to the bench. Offensive zone face-off. Just trying to walk that off. Robinson steps in. Goes back into the corner. NAHA spins around. Tried to get it up. Kept in there by Landa. Landa working. NAHA gets it up. Chips it. Bachman steps. Landa working now along the boards here. Picked up now by Robinson. Robinson throws it across over for Bachman. Bachman looking to push. Collide there. Two TC players collide. Goes back over to NAHA and they dump it in. NAHA picks it up in the corner. Picked off by Robinson, but goes back up to their point. They quickly go D to D. Backhanded down low. Landa and Robinson giving chase. Goes back over for Charlie. NAHA takes it away. Tried to center. Denied by Bachman. Skates it into the corner. Comes up top. Shot. Just goes wide. Back up. Controlled here by NAHA. Up to their point. Shot through traffic and gloved down by Kars. Through traffic. Not sure how she saw that one. Yeah. So 7:25 here in the third. TC's still down by 1. Ba, Egan, Sandquist, Bell goes back over there now. Macy skating hard for it. Macy Bell trying to beat the defenseman. Defenseman just gets there, but she deflects it in on goal. So we'll get an offensive zone faceoff. We'll take that. Good hustle by Macy. Wong, Bell, Ba, Egan, and Sandquist. Puck is down. Kicked ahead. NAHA comes in, takes it out. Chips it off the wall and into the zone. Egan comes over, picks it up, throws it hard off the glass and out of the zone. Back over NAHA. They dump it back in. NAHA just wanting to get it deep, keep the clock running. TC trying to get it. And a delay penalty here coming in the corner. Egan got hit as a check. So power play opportunity here at 6:52 left in the third. Mayer grabbing her neck a little bit there, got hit hard in the corner. We are already down a couple. We can't lose any more, that's for sure. Once again, Campbell Tippett out for this game. Now power play here. Wiedemeyer, Brennick, Flanagan, Wong, and Ba. One by TC. Back up to Gigi. Throws it back over to Brennick. Brennick taps it over to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer across ice. One time. Shot. Rebound. Loose. Covered. Flanagan right there on the doorstep after the one-timer from Belina. Just 10 seconds gone in the power play. Wiedemeyer looking to win it back. Wins it cleanly. Back to Belina. Belina to Gigi. Gigi in the middle. Gigi, shot. Deflected. Over to Brennick. Goes off a skate and behind. Now back up to Wiedemeyer. Settles it down for Gigi. Gigi in the middle to B. At the top of the circle. Shot. Save into the corner. NAHA on it. And cleared. Carson comes out. Stops it there for Gigi. Gigi goes middle for Belina. She lost it, but it luckily got deflected right back over to Gigi. Gigi back up to B. B looking middle. B finding middle. Tried to get it to Brennick. Brennick had to hold up on the blue line, but it goes into the corner. NAHA throws it around, far side. Gets it up and out of the zone. NAHA racing for it. Lean chips it up over to Flanagan. Flanagan touches it, goes dangerously in the middle. Shot, goes wide. Macy races over, gets to it. Tried to deflect it up, gets it right back. Macy dances in the corner. Backhands it around. Flanagan now picks it up far corner. Viv comes out with it. Viv, middle. Behind Deckers, NAHA takes it away. NAHA, now middle. Possible breakaway. In comes NAHA. Good stick there by Robinson to deny that opportunity. Back over from Bell. 22 seconds left in the power play. Bell throws it up to Sandquist. Sandquist, middle there for Robinson. Robinson spins around, gives it to Sandquist, she chips it in. 5 minutes left in the game. In regulation, goes into the corner. Back up to the point. Bell keeps it in. Bell, cross ice. Over for Egan. Egan throws it down low. NAHA out of the box, back to 5-on-5. Throws it into the corner. Belina, short side, centered, shot! Oh, got blocked by their defenseman. That was going in. NAHA throws it up far side, 1-on-3, and dumps it in on Kars. She stops it, directs it to the corner. Throws it around, back over to Piper. Brennick leaves it there for Egan. Chips it up, over to Moncton, throws it now over to Deckers. Deckers now forward checking. NAHA retreats in behind their net. 4:20 left in regulation. Picked off there by Brennick. Brennick gets bodied off the puck. No call. Back over to Sandquist. Chips it in. TC's got a tag up, and out comes NAHA. NAHA now has some open ice. Coming across on the left-hand side. Brings it in behind. Still in, centered. Picked off there by Piper. Brennick now skating out with it. Chips it up over to Cavera. Cavera dumps it in on net. Goalie's going to be there and cover. 3:49. We'll keep an eye on Kars to see when the coaches want to pull. Hopefully we get one here and don't have to do that. Robinson, Wiedmeyer, Kelly, Fry, and Bachman. Controlled by NAHA. They set up behind, look, scan the ice, going behind the net. Bank it to their D. Throw it to the middle, goes off, and now it's a race. Bachman gets to it first. Turns to her right. Eva, able to skate it. Looking to push. Throws it up far side over for Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer across the blue line. Gets it back, centers, goes all the way through. Fry comes in, picks it up on the hash. Backhands it back up to Kelly. Kelly back down low for Fry. Give and go, middle. Wiedmeyer goes all the way through to the far side. NAHA throws it in behind. Robinson gets over to it, chips it back over to Fry. Fry at the point, middle. Kelly off her skating out of the zone. 3 minutes left in regulation. Bachman quickly up over to Kelly. Backhands it middle for Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer throws it in on net. Goalie covers. Looks like Coach Locks is going to take a timeout. So 2:51 left in the third. TC, timeout. Hi, Narelle. TC closing the gap here on shots, 23-18 in favor of NAHA is what it says on the scoreboard. All right, looks like Carson is pulled. So offensive zone faceoff, 6-on-5. TC going for it right here. Wiedmeyer, Wong, Egan, Bell, Ba, and Sent. Ba takes the offensive zone faceoff to the left of their goalie. Let's go, girls. Goes into the corner. NAHA throws it in behind. Got to get 2 on the puck. NAHA defenseman brings it in the near corner. Belina right there to pin it against the wall. Now Gigi coming in. Gigi working. 3 TC players digging at it. Bell working there. Gets it over to Gigi. Gigi back over to Macy. Macy over to Belina. Shot. Short side. Blocked. Rebound. Rebound there. Oh, just went wide. Now back over to NAHA. They're looking to skate out. Deflected. Played with a high stick. No call. Back over to Egan. Egan quickly to Sandquist. Sandquist throws it to Macy. Macy gets bodied right away, and they chip it in. Egan now. Backhands it over. Now Sandquist. Pinned against the wall. 2 minutes left. NAHA tried to center it. Goes back up top. Got to get in. Shot and goal. Got to challenge that. So empty net goal there puts NAHA up 2-0. So a power play opportunity as the goal scorer came through and hit Wiedmeyer. I saw that. And it was an unsportsmanlike. So 156 down 2-0. So we'll get an offensive zone, or if we get in the offensive zone, Carson will be pulled again. We'll have a 6-on-4. So power play opportunity here for unsportsmanlike for NAHA. Brennick, Wong, Wiedmeyer, Flanagan, and Ba. Still time left here, girls. Come on. Brennick gets it over Flanagan. Flanagan pushes ahead to Wiedmeyer. Carson out of the net. Chipped in, kept in, bounces all the way out. Comes out to the neutral. 6-on-4. Ba tried to get it over. Picked off there by NAHA. NAHA shoots it in. Goes wide. Belina retreats. Now picks it up. We got to go up ice quick. Back over to Flanagan. Flanagan up to Macy. Bell. Across the blue line. Bell sets up. Back to Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer able to step. Wiedmeyer. Shot blocked. Comes back over. B feeds up to Gigi. Gigi now. Minute 20. Gigi. Middle. Shot. Blocked off his shin. Got to get them going left and right. They're just laying down trying to block shots as much as they can. Back up to Gigi. Gigi over to B. B. Top of the circle. Deflected. Around 1. Shot. 2. Loose. Top of the circle. Comes out and NAHA clears. Minute left in the game. 6-on-4 here. TC goes all the way down. Gigi hustles back and gets it. Gigi. Middle for Belina. Belina carries. Far side. Back over to Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer brings it in. Wiedmeyer leaves it for Bell. Bell. Shot. Pad save. Goes to the right of the goalie. Into the corner. Rimmed around. Kept in there by Macy. Cycles back down low. The Piper. And it comes up and out of the zone. Bah. Looking. Gets it picked off. Goes up middle. NAHA couldn't handle it. So goes back over to Macy. Macy now. Banks it ahead. Back to their D. And cleared down. 20 seconds left. Gigi now picks it up again. Flanagan stops, brings it back. We got to go. 10 seconds here. Flanagan up the wall over to Wiedmeyer. There's a hit. Delayed penalty coming in on B. Cleared, and that's going to be about it for the Horn. So final score this morning is NAHA 2, TC 0. A valiant effort by the girls. They worked hard. NAHA is a good team. We got to tip our caps to them. So girls meet at center ice. So unfortunately with this loss puts us in the consolation bracket. There are a couple consolation games this evening, and then the rest are tomorrow morning, like 7 o'clock. I think there's one at 9. So we will notify you all when we find out. We'll put it up on Crossbar and also in our group me chat. But once again, final score here this morning is NAHA 2, TC 0. Thank you all for tuning in, supporting these girls. A great effort, just fell a little short this morning. All right, we'll see you guys either this afternoon, either tonight or tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you soon.